Hi everyone! Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy holiday season to watch this video. I've worked hard to come up with some recipes and an assortment of things that will really fit together well for your holiday parties. And so this is the Epic Eats Holiday Appetizer Cooking Class. Let's get started. Roll up the sleeves. We're gonna start cooking here. So I've got 1 pound of ground turkey in the bowl here. And I'm just gonna grab, of course I forgot something, my 4-in-1 spice spoon. Thankfully it's always easy to find because you've got all 4 spices on 1 spoon. I'm not going digging through the door for my 1/4 teaspoon, which is attached to my tablespoon, which is in the middle of a whisk. You know how cupboards work, I'm sure. So 1 pound of ground turkey. This is one of our seasonal items. It's the sage and apple stuffing mix. I'm gonna add 1 tablespoon to my turkey. So that's the big end of that 4-in-1 spice spoon. You can add a little more because I didn't quite get a full. I'm running low on this guy, time to reorder. Next thing I'm gonna do is actually swap places there. I'm just gonna chop up some dried cranberries. It's fine if you wanna leave them whole, but I like them a little bit smaller. So I'm sure you can tell now why these are my holiday meatballs. So I actually came up with these around Thanksgiving, but they have been such a hit. So we've got the turkey, the stuffing, and now the cranberry sauce all in one bite. Who doesn't love that? So I know you can't see there, let me move that guy. Just coarsely chopping some dried cranberry. I'm using our Prep Pro knife, black ceramic, beautiful knife. I'm gonna throw that in our bowl. Okay. These guys are our prep cups. They are so handy to have. Put that in the sink to wash. I'm just gonna mix this up. Depending on your turkey, sometimes I have to add an egg. Some people add breadcrumbs when they're doing meatballs. This is looking good that today I'm gonna be okay with just my turkey. Just means you gotta work a little extra love into it. So, time to get my hands dirty. I'm gonna show you before I do our multi-purpose steamer. It comes with this awesome insert. Works as a trivet. So if you're doing the chicken fajitas, if you've seen that video, you go to serve them, you don't wanna, hot surface on your wooden table or whatever it is. It works as a nice sit. You can also put this in the microwave by itself with mandolin sliced potatoes and make your own potato chips. Hello. You can also use it as a divider. So you can cook your meat on top and drain everything. So that's what we're gonna do today. I'm gonna put the meatballs on top. You can also do, a couple pieces of fish or chicken in the bottom. Put this on top. Do fresh green beans and broccoli or something all on the top there. And then, you can cook your whole dinner at once. It's incredible. If you don't have a steamer, oh my goodness, you need one. It will absolutely change your life, I promise you. Now, that being said, I'm gonna venture out that at least 50% of my hosts, live and online, host because they want this steamer at half price. That's just the truth of it. I don't think I've had a single host yet who has redeemed their rewards without getting a steamer. Maybe the ones who already have one. That's all. So I'm just gonna form some meatballs really quick. Festive turkey meatballs. Maybe I should have had some holiday music going in the background. You can make these as big or as small as you like. For today, my goal is just to do kind of a medium-sized meatball. Cook up nice and quick. Oh, that one's a bit small. Let's keep rolling. I love this because there's no added oils. I'm not frying them. There's no risk of, a greasy meatball. They're not so saucy. So everyone Have you ever been to a potluck where somebody didn't bring meatballs? Usually they're saucy, they're in a crock pot, they're delicious, everyone loves them, but spoiler alert, they're full of sugar. They're a little bit messy, they can be hard to eat, you have to then supply forks, right? So, oh, judge me if you want, but my goal is always as few dishes as possible, as simple as possible. Got maybe 3 more meatballs here. So the way I'm gonna do these, all of your flavor is on the inside. These taste incredible. And they're not saucy. If you wanted a sauce, oh my goodness, Epicure makes this chia jam. Basically it's, you know, what you would add to your cooked fruits to make it a jam. Got way less sugar. It's a really light taste. It's phenomenal. You could do that with a bunch of frozen cranberries, fresh cranberries, whatever you can find where you are. Do that. Simmer those down in a pot or do them in your steamer in the microwave just for like literally a few minutes is all it would take. Add that chia jam mix, put it in a little container at the end of your tray with these meatballs. Oh my goodness. Now you really have a cranberry sauce and people who want to dip can dip right in. So I'm gonna pop the lid on here. You can see all my meatballs, okay? Pop the lid on. Now, you could do a tray level on top and a layer on the bottom. It'll just take about twice as long to cook. These should be done in 5 minutes. 5 minutes on the clock. Let's see what we can get done in another 5 minutes. So I think what I'm gonna do is get going on our extraordinary cheese dip. So if you've heard of Epicure before, I am willing to bet that you have tried our extraordinary cheese dip. This is like Epicure's most famous dip. I'm gonna quickly grate some cheese. I've got cream cheese, half a brick of cream cheese in there already. I'm gonna grate some cheese, whatever kind you like. Whatever kind you have in the fridge, go ahead and use it. Old cheddar, medium cheddar. Grate that up. Toss it in. I've got actually a bit too much here. Set that aside. I'm just gonna take that whole guy out of the way. Get to that later. Okay, so I've got cheese, cream cheese. I'm gonna add some mayonnaise. And I'm just going to combine that all together. You gotta kind of put some muscle in it to get that cream cheese going. Always leave your cream cheese out for a couple of hours before you start working with it. Otherwise, your arms are in for quite the workout. Okay, that is just about combined there. Again, look at me trying to use as few dishes as possible. I'm mixing it right in our rectangular steamer. This guy is perfect if you live alone or you're just getting started with Epicure and don't want to commit to the kind of a bigger purchase like the multi-purpose steamer. This is great for making side dishes for a family. You can easily do, you know, enough broccoli to feed your family if you're baking some chicken and potatoes in the oven or something. Okay, this is about a half batch of that cheese dip. I'm going to add a tablespoon of cheese, chive, and bacon. Oh my. Oh, I almost had a big mess there. A tablespoon of 3 onion. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do a half tablespoon because I just finished telling you this is a half batch. It's gonna be a little extra CCB flavor in there. Oh my goodness. The holidays are so busy. We're all distracted. So, 3 half tablespoons. 1 of our lemon dilly, 1 of our cheese, chive, and bacon, and 1 3 onion. You can buy all 3 of these and a recipe card together for under $30. It's a great gift to give or to receive. I know all of us shop for others, and lots of us shop for ourselves as well. Okay, there we go. So, like I said, this is just a little half batch. Now, you have a few options. I was talking about the steamer. Great if you live on your own. Pop a piece of chicken here, some veggies here. Do enough veggies for your whole family as a side dish. If you have a picky eater in the family who doesn't like what you're making for dinner, you can whip up a quick something for them in here. Great for things like making chia jam, great for making eggs, great for making oatmeal. So many uses for that. Also great for doing a half batch of dip. Now, it's a hot dip. You have the option. Today I'm showing you how we can do this all really fast and simple, but you could always do a cute little brie baker, do your dip inside and pop it in the oven to warm it up. So today we're gonna use the microwave, but obviously you have the option of doing it in the oven. So I'm gonna set this aside since our microwave is still busy. And we are going to get going. Here, let me just shift those over. It can be our little, we're done pile. Next up, we're going to do some herb and garlic toast. Essentially, it's so simple. Now, this isn't what your typical garlic bread would taste like. So if that's what you're expecting, adjust your expectations. It is amazing though. You will taste it and think, oh, that's different, and then you'll be hooked. My husband and I didn't buy one for a while, and I remember the next time we had one, we were like, oh, I totally missed this flavor. It's so unique, but it's so, so delicious. I'm just gonna leave that end there. We don't need that. I'm gonna pour some olive oil again in our little prep bowls. They are so handy. I never knew how much I would use them until I actually started the business. They came in the business kit, and I was kind of like, nah, would have liked something else. Oh my goodness, they have been so handy. And you know what? I actually sell a ton of them. People love having those handy little bowls. They're oven safe, dishwasher safe. They're super handy. I'm gonna add, so this is about, what do I have here? We got measurements on the side, so handy. About a 1/4 cup of olive oil. I'm gonna do, we like ours strong, a tablespoon of herb and garlic. Dip mix. I'm gonna just mix it with my, again, lazy, don't wanna do the dishes, especially at the holidays. So I'm just going to, you know what, I'll use our bigger mat here. And I'm just going to set out my baguettes across here. And I'm going to lightly brush them with this herb and garlic oil. Oh my goodness. Again, talking about gift giving, 'tis the season, right? So you could actually buy, the herb and garlic dip mix. You could buy our cruets. They are inexpensive. They're an easy add-on to your order. You could actually make some flavored oils to give out as gifts this season. How incredible is that? So you could do an herb and garlic oil in a cruet to give as a gift. I promise you, you'll use the rest yourself. Okay, that's it for those. I'm gonna get those toasting in the oven just for a few minutes. So I'm just transferring them here. They slide off. I should have done this on camera, but they slide off of that mat so simply. Okay, let's check these guys out. They beeped while we were cooking. Oh my goodness, we've got meatballs, people. I'm just gonna pop the lid back on. Oh, all of a sudden my house smells like the holidays. Delicious. Okay, let's move that oil and continue on. The last thing we're gonna make is actually a cranapple cinnamon cheese ball. So these are our sweet dips. This is one of our seasonal ones. It's not out all year, only right now until the end of December. I've got some pretzel chips. You could do chopped nuts, you could do nuts and cranberries, you could do crackers, you could do pretzels, whatever your family likes. This is gonna be the crust on the outside of our cheese ball. So, doesn't have to be pretty. Put them down, smash them, brush them in the air, whatever works for you. Okay, I've got my crushed pretzels. my cranapple cinnamon sweet dip. So typically this is a dip. I mean, it was originally created simply to, I'm just gonna give this guy a rinse since we've used it for our savory stuff. Typically it would be just to mix it with yogurt. And it's a great dip for fruits or just a replacement for high sugar yogurts that you buy pre-flavored at the store. So many other uses. Oh my goodness. These are phenomenal in plain oatmeal. I'm just doing 1 tablespoon for half a brick of cream cheese here. They're great on oatmeal, great in yogurt. You can add it to pancake or waffle mix to add some flavor. You can do so many different things with this dip. It's so versatile. The other seasonal dip that we get is a baked apple. My daughter now asks like every day, can I have apple yogurt, please? She's 2. It's so sweet. She gobbles it right up. So again, softened cream cheese, leave it out for a bit. That way you make life a little easier for yourself. And I literally just added this cranapple sweet dip mix. Now, something that I had never even thought of, and actually a customer noticed it during a class, is this would make just a great sweet cream cheese as well, like a spread. You know how they used to make like strawberry cream cheese and you could get that on a bagel? Hello, here we are. We've got a summer berry that's available year round. We've got the cranapple and the baked apple. This time of year, sometimes we get a carrot cake, chocolate truffle, all kinds of flavors. Just roll it into a little ball. I'm doing, again, a small one. And then I'm actually, with my messy hands, I'm just gonna drop it in to the bag and try to kind of coat it with pretzels. Sometimes it's hard to, you gotta kind of do a manual flip there. I love the crushed pretzels on the outside because it's a sweet cinnamon, apple, cranberry kind of flavor to that cheese. I like to add a little bit more of that salt for contrast. I look how cute that cheese ball is, okay? Whoa, I didn't even decide where I was gonna put that. You know what, I'm gonna leave it here so that when we go to start building, everything goes on at the same time. Okay, speaking of building, I'm gonna wash my hands quick and we are gonna get building our boards. Actually, you know what? Let me, pro tip here. Before we build our boards, I'm actually gonna make our one last thing here. And that is cheesecake sweet dip. No, what did I say? Cheesecake dip. Hello. Delicious. Okay. Only have my giant bowl left. Our ball almost ran away there. Oh my goodness. The things that happen in the test kitchen. I have our pumpkin cheesecake mix. Again, seasonal, only available until December 31st. So delicious as a cheesecake, baked or no bake. Oh, I can smell the flavors already. Also makes a super simple dip. So I'm gonna do spreadable cream cheese this time. With a fork. I'm gonna scoop some of that in. I only have a small dish for this today, so I'm not gonna make too much. This will be like a half batch of what I would typically make. You want basically equal parts Cool Whip and equal parts Cool Whip and cream cheese. Uh-oh, always open your packages off air. Rookie mistake, here I go. Okay, there's that Cool Whip. If you don't like Cool Whip, you can use whipping cream. The only thing you can't or shouldn't use is the canned like spray whipped cream. It just turns to oil when it gets warm. It's not the right consistency at all. So, Cool Whip, cream cheese, quick mix. You can use beaters if you're doing a big batch. And it mixes up so quick and easy, okay? I'm literally just gonna sprinkle this in until I think it looks good. Maybe a fifth of a package for this small batch. So these cheesecakes are 3 for $10. You can make 3 cheesecakes, or you can make cheesecake dip 9 times. You know what, I think I might have just told you the wrong number though. I think they're 2 for $10 because they're dessert. Oh gosh. How many of us get brain fog around the holidays, right? Okay, that looks so great. So, you know what? Let's set up our sweet tray first. White plate, white bowl. My gosh, of course, these can be holiday bowls. They can be your favorite, whatever your favorite serving dish is. Go ahead and use that. You could also add some canned pumpkin or pumpkin puree in there. Okay. Oh my goodness. And I always say, so this is why I said pro tip, make the dessert dip first. Because you've got sugars in here, cane sugar, you want to be able to let them absorb and kind of dissolve before you eat it. So that's why I say do that before we move on. With it on the side, oh my goodness, my box is empty. That's embarrassing. I would typically do graham crackers. Anyone else keep empty boxes in the house? I'm not sure if I should blame a toddler or a husband here. Either way, the other thing I would do is an apple. Slice some apples. And just put those around. Graham crackers, any kind of like a neutral cookie, right? Like you don't want to do anything that already has spices. That's why I go for graham crackers. You could also do like Maria cookies or arrowroot cookies. Any of those would be fine. And then just do up an apple too. It's great. You could even do something like grapes. Pears would be great with any sweet dip. Okay, please bear with me and pretend that there are graham crackers lining this side of the tray. Oh my goodness, you know what, I'll actually leave that there. Toss this, and let's start building our savory board. So, I think I'm gonna use my big board. I've just got a big cutting board. It's wood on one side, red on the other. Depending how festive I wanna be, I can use red or wood. Today I'm gonna go for the wood side. I'm going to start by ripping some kale off the bunch here. Kale is phenomenal as decorating for your board. Especially around the holidays, we want lots of greenery, right? So just play around with it until you like the way it looks. I'm gonna kind of, this guy's round on its own. I'm gonna put our cheese ball kind of into him. I'm gonna grab those guys out of the oven. They're on our sheet pan with a bacon roll. Perfect every time. I'm gonna put some of those crostinis in the corner here. Whew, they're still warm. Okay, I think, yeah, let's add a few more. Who doesn't like a robust board, right? There we go. Okay, lots of those in the corner. I actually kind of like that they've turned into like a little Christmas tree shape here. That's perfect. I'm gonna pop our cheese dip in the microwave now. 3 minutes for that batch is perfect. Okay, let's see where else I can tuck in some greens. So maybe to cover that up, I've got some grapes I'm gonna add. I'll tuck those kind of between sweet and savory. Cover some of that kale. There we go. Just a little handful there. What else do we have that I'm going to throw on there? Okay, here's a great one. Again, in my prep bowls, because I made them in advance and we've been munching on them all week. It's our cinnamon spiced nut coating. Oh my goodness. So holidays only, limited time until the end of November. You can actually get 3 different flavors for $10. And right until the end of December, you can get a 3-pack of the same for $10. So these are our Go Nuts collection this month. Delicious. So you could actually leave them in a little prep bowl, something like that in the corner, or you could spill them across. Not sure what I want to do yet. I gotta get something else on this board first. Why don't I, you know what, the meatballs will take the most room. Let's get those guys on next. Remember our meatballs. So I'm actually just gonna take a toothpick in each and pop them out like that. How cute are those? And I'm gonna put them over here the whole house. I'm telling you, that sage and apple stuffing mix smells like memories. I know I sound corny, but I'm telling you, it's like a traditional scent that we all associate with Thanksgiving, with holidays, grandma's house, mom's house, whatever that special memory is for you. It smells like the holidays. Okay, let's see. For this size board, I'm not even sure. Yeah, I'm gonna fit them all on. Why not, right? Why not? Let's squeeze them on here. 2 more. Look, don't you love when something like that works out perfectly? I had 2 toothpicks in my hands for the last 2 meatballs. I swear I didn't plan that in advance. Okay, we've got our crostinis, we've got our nuts, we've got our meat, we've got our cheese, we've got warm, cool, we've got some fruit. I think I'm gonna add a few tomatoes here as well, kind of on the side. We've got crunchy, soft. You always want to play with textures when you're making a board like this. I think I might leave those in their container actually. Our warm dip is coming. I'm gonna just, I'm off camera, but I'm just opening a bag of crackers. I like to have a few different types of crunch and crackers for dipping. I've got this great little thing here. It's like a cheese wheel. No, not a cheese wheel. A cheese board, and that's where I keep all my cheese knives. So I'll stick one, you know, kind of in the corner there for my cheese ball. Use what you've got, you know? This is literally my cutting board. Something I like to add is always a hard cheese and a soft cheese. So I've already got my cheese ball there. This is just what was on sale today. My family loves Gouda, so I picked this up. Where can I stick? You know what? I might stack these guys a little differently. The smoky flavor goes well with holiday flavors as well. How cute is that? Okay, you don't have to have, you know, your charcuterie board does not have to go perfectly. You can have to take something off and move something back. I'm gonna throw another piece of this kind of around my nuts there. And I'm just gonna tuck this guy. Oh my goodness, this is beautiful. I love the way this is working out. Now I need a hard cheese knife. Grab this guy. Okay, wow. Look at this board that we have made in, let's do a time check. Whew, half an hour, under 30 minutes. Okay, and that's including meatballs, extraordinary cheese dip. My goodness, we have made just about everything. Okay, I'm gonna quickly show you again. So that's a dessert, a charcuterie board, and a hot dip. So our cheese dip is ready. Everything in 30 minutes. Kind of unbelievable. I love it. So, you know what? My tray is a rectangle. I'm just gonna throw, this is just some pita. You could toast it up if you wanted to. I'm just gonna do that. You know what? I'm gonna add some more of that kale. Just to, you know, bring everything together. That way we've got a uniform look across the table. I'm so excited about the way this is turning out. Grab our extraordinary cheese dip. That really is extraordinary. Oh my goodness, the smell in here, you guys. Okay, I'm gonna pop this to the back, get these guys out of the way so that we can fully enjoy my dishes in the sink. Can't take those out of the background. And this incredible holiday spread that we made in under 30 minutes. Send me a message if you want to place your order tonight, if you have any questions about what's in here. And leave something in the comments that would be your favorite thing to try out of what we made today, and I'll do a giveaway from everyone who comments. Thank you so much for watching. Happy holidays, happy eating, happy charcuterie boards, happy dipping. Enjoy your holiday season.